Hello. Thank you for joining us. We're just going to give it a few minutes. Hey, everyone.
Wow, thank you all for being on here. Wow. We're just going to take another minute. I know there's a lot of people that want to join in and hear what's going on next.
And breathe.
Yeah.
It means a lot to have so many on right away.
Yeah.
So, we want to start this conversation with just a look at what the last year has been like for us as business owners going through the pandemic and how it's led us to where we are today.
Yeah. We want to talk about like what's it like doing business in the middle of a pandemic over the last year and 3 months or so.
I think for me, going through the pandemic was just extremely painful and difficult. Not having answers, trying to lead a team we had 17 team members at the time, and our team was very happy, and things were just going so smooth. And then COVID happened, and our industry really changed overnight. I changed, I know. You changed.
Yeah.
And so did everybody on our team.
Yeah, I think it's not just the salon industry. I think I have seen it over many service industries and things like that. It's for us, it was like recruiting and retention. Just that became a small business owner's full-time job. Is like, how do you recruit and how do you retain team members in a time when it's very difficult? And so we went through a long process, just like some of you business owners are going through right now, of recruiting and retention and hiring, and then all the things that come along with that. So during the middle of a pandemic in the service industry has been challenging. You know, we're looking for ways to hire, and the other day I was telling Adele that it seemed like every business I passed had a now hiring sign on it. And so it's been difficult, that and finances of running a business financially during a pandemic.
You know, and with everybody changing with the pandemic, myself included, I think we all came back from our shutdown with a new perspective on life. You know, is this really what I want to continue doing? And for our specific team, we provide a very high-end, high-level service to our guests. And that is when things started to become very challenging for us to find team members that wanted to do that every single day. And I get it because I came back different too. And what I wanted before the pandemic was very different afterwards. And so we lost half of our team almost immediately after the pandemic. And so it became our priority to hire and recruit other team members. And it's like we stayed in this rat wheel of like, we would have interviews set up and people wouldn't even show up for interviews. It was the craziest experience that we went through. And just realizing like how we were hiring before is not the same way we hire now. It's a completely different experience as a business owner. And looking for really good quality team members that want to deliver this type of service every single day. We've been like overwhelmed with the amount of messages and just an outpour from the community, that how shocking this is. And I would agree, it's extremely shocking. And it's not at the same time.
Yeah, I was thinking, I never thought ever I would close the business, much less like this.
Right.
I never imagined this. I never imagined we would be sitting here talking to you guys about closing our business. It absolutely blows my mind that we're even in the middle of this conversation with you. And that comes to the second question that you guys asked us is, why did we close so suddenly? And it has a lot to do with what Adele's talking about. Is it really wasn't suddenly, and it was suddenly. Like, we could see the writing on the wall over the last year and a half, and it was just came to the timing of last week when we come in, that it's hard to, like, we can't serve you guys, our community, our guests, without stylists. And if we don't have stylists that have the level of service that you've come to expect from us in a luxury brand, then it would not make sense for us to serve you. It would not make great business sense. It wouldn't make sense for us to keep going. So what did we do? We went through a bunch of options with a bunch of wise counsel. We have business coaches, and we have great other salon owners and spa owners that we surround ourselves with.
You know, one of the things that we feel has really taken a toll on us over the last year is just being in the service industry alone has really taken a toll on me personally. Like, what we have been through with our team and our guests has altered the viewpoint as a business owner of, like, is this something that we can continue making an impact in our community the way that it is? Or, you know, what does the future look like in something completely different? And we have been looking at that for a long time. And, you know, making decisions in a pandemic when everyone has opinions about the way things should or shouldn't be done, and the lashing out of, you know, people with opinions, it's really had me take a closer look at what are we doing this for? Like, what is the reason we're here? And we kept coming back to making an impact in our community, in the salon world, through our team first, through our guests, and through community third. And so as we saw our team really struggling, like, we still have an amazing team, like,
Yes.
and it pains me that we're in this place. But we did not make this decision lightly. This is something that has, like Travis said, we have surrounded ourselves with wise counsel over the last year of what does moving forward look like. And, you know, we lost so many team members, just difference of opinions, differences of ways of running business, and not everybody is for us, and we're okay with that. And it was something that we wanted to keep moving forward with. And so as we lost team members, we were doing everything we could to get new team members in. And that's really the space that our team is at right now, is we have a lot of new team members who love the community. They have passion about this industry, and, like, our hearts are so huge for them. And it also looks like, how do we continue servicing a brand that has a standard that we can't meet anymore? And, you know, on Monday last week, we came in and things had changed for our business. Our team members have gotten burnt out because we have such a massive amount of clients that want in. I mean, just so many guests, they want to be seen and they want to be serviced by us. And it's just so, like, it just warms my heart so much that
I think about that. I think it's such a blessing that a business has so many of you guests that really want to be served and they want to come in, and it's unbelievable how many of you want to come into our salon and be served.
Yeah.
It's such a blessing.
And in that process, our team just got burnt out. Like the team that we had that wanted to stay just got burnt out. Like there, myself included, just burnt out of how many guests we were trying to serve and trying to work with schedules and trying to keep the business open. It really started to become a very difficult thing for us. And so Monday, when our last stylist, bless her heart, she just is burnt out physically, emotionally, and I completely get it. And there's no kind of blame or accusations there. Like, we love every single person that has been on our team and has left our team, and we're okay with what this season is going to look like. Travis and I, we have so much peace about making the decision to close the doors. Like, it's been the hardest decision we've ever had to make. Because it's my heart and my passion is making a difference. And I know now that the Lord is showing us that there's other ways that we can make a difference and an impact in people's lives that may look different over this next season. We also know that everything happens for us. And I wanted to really make a point about that. Because, like, the way that everything happened, there was just no way to move forward. And we knew it. And we knew that that was God showing us, like, this is what is supposed to happen. And when we surrounded ourselves with just people that love us and support us and want the best for the brand and all of that, like, it was the same consensus of this is what's next. And talking with a lot of salon owners, like, we're all in this together. I've had so many owners say, like, I want to walk away. Like, this is killing my business, is killing my heart, my passion, my love. And Travis and I wanted to close the doors before that happens. And before it got to the point where we weren't able to deliver the service that we promised to deliver. And, you know, just burning ourselves and the team that we had left, like, out. They're just, we didn't have it in our heart to do that. And so knowing that everything happens for us and not to us, like, we are not victims here. We are not victims to having the doors closed and not having a choice. Like, we have a choice in this, and we can choose to see it happening for our good, or we can choose to see it happening against us. And that's not who we are. Travis and I, we want to surround ourselves with wisely godly counsel that help us see how this is for our good. And we've had so many people just support us in that.
We have. Thank you. Thank you to each one of you. I know a lot of you are on here and represented here, and it means a lot to us.
Yes.
Another question, Adele, is what about the guest and the team now?
Okay, so it was our desire. We wanted to reach out by phone to every single guest that is on our schedule, and we just don't have the means to do that. And so it started to spread a little quicker than what we were anticipating. And so we ended up sending an email out However, we still have plans to get in contact with each guest and make sure that they're taken care of, making sure that their formulas are sent out, like that they are in a new home, a salon home that they feel really good about. We've been working really closely with some amazing salons in the area. Silver Salon and Megan Diaz have been just incredible supporters and have been before this happened. And so like we really hope and pray that each guest can find a really good fit for themselves and for their hair. And then for our team, it's the same thing. Like, we want each one of them to find the perfect home, and we're helping them navigate through that. And we want to make sure that every single person is really well taken care of. So if you are on our schedule and have not been contacted, Emily comes back on Wednesday, and we will be working through this list of guests. However, feel free to text the salon if you have a specific question that needs answered prior to receiving a phone call.
Yeah, I want to throw that in there. You are important to us, and we value you. And we have 2,500 plus guests on our guest list. And so we want to do this responsible way. What we're doing is we've kept Emily on the team temporarily to be able to help with this transition, to be able to serve you guys and serve the team the most responsible way we possibly can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so like Adelle said, text in. We will help with transition. We'll help with color formulation. We'll help support you however we can.
Yes. Yeah, we do have specific stylist names that we're referring. So if you got an email, you have those names on that list. But feel free to reach out to us specifically, and we'll make sure that you're really well taken care of, because that is our heart, is not to leave anyone hanging or make anyone feel unimportant.
Yeah. The last one is, I received this question a few times, is why do we have so much peace about this? And we're both people of faith, and our faith is extremely strong. And this is one thing that I was just talking to the team 2 weeks ago about, is there's circumstances that happen in life. We all have circumstances that there's always something that's happening. And then there's how we be about those things that happen. Like, how do we react, or how do we respond to those things? And so in this, Adelle and I could have chose to be victims. We could have chose many ways to handle this. And we know that all things work out for the good. And so it gives us more abilities if we have peace about it and really see that life happens for us and not to us. That's the reason we have peace.
There's got to be something on the other side of this to go through this and get through it.
This is the biggest decision we've ever had to make in our lives. I mean, this is huge.
This is our
and
income.
It's what's there. It's
yeah.
This is our livelihood. This is our income. This is how we get paychecks, and we're closing it. And we're thinking, wow, that's so huge. And if God is doing that, there must be something even bigger that we can't even see.
Yes.
Yeah.
We know that he's calling us to make a big impact, and we don't know what that really looks like yet. And so many of you have said, I don't care what you're doing, I want to be a part of it. And that just means so much to Travis and I, like, to hear and feel that support. It has been so overwhelming and so supportive. I could not ask for a better, support. I mean, it's just been, I didn't expect it, and so heartwarming.
Yeah, Adelle and I were reflecting over what the last 8 years has been like for Salon Adelle and the impact that's been there. And it really is clear to me, we were able to achieve the Top 200 Salon Today Award 3 years in a row, and we were able to make a difference in others' lives. It's just, I was crying. We've been crying so much over the last week, but
Yeah.
mainly around like you guys. You guys are sending us messages of the impact. This morning I was reading one where, man, one of our guests has been with us for 4 years, and she was saying how much of an issue she had prior, and then how much she loved like her self-esteem when she was in our salon, and the difference we made for her, and how she would never go anywhere else, how it made her feel so great to be in our salon. Or I hear people talk about how our team listened to our guests, and our team really poured in and loved on our guests and made them feel how they've never felt before. And that impact really fills us up, knowing that we were able to make a difference in our team's lives and in our guests' lives. Thank you for allowing us that.
Yeah, our whole goal starting out was to be day makers, and I know that we've done that. I know that we have made some people's day through their hair or through our team, and it makes it all worth it, every bit of it.
Yeah.
We are in the process of selling the salon. We have multiple people that are reaching out, wanting to know like what that looks like. We hope that it wouldn't come down to selling it piece by piece, but that's what we'll do if we can't sell it as a whole. So we're praying right now that the right person comes along and it's a perfect fit for them, and it's a blessing for them that they can just literally take over the salon.
Thank you for saying that. I really believe that this is done for a reason, and I know that whoever this salon goes to will be a blessing for them. And so please let those know that would enjoy something like that. I really wanted to be a blessing to them and a blessing to us, and I know that's out there because of the circumstances involved that we would need to sell the salon in order for it to happen. Lastly, I want to thank you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for all your support and love. Keep giving your small businesses love and support and patience, and your hairstylists, your local hairstylists, give them support, love, and patience, because this is a tough industry, and we're people just like you.
Yeah, love your salon owners. Like, everyone that I've talked to is going through this, and the owners are all feeling down and burnt out, and they need that love and support. Even when you feel like they don't, they do. We need it all the time. So I'm just like reading over some of these comments that you guys are posting, and just, I know, I just thank you.
Yeah. Thank you all. We will be around. Please reach out to us if you need any support, and to the salon phone. We'll be there to help you.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Thank you
for everything.
For allowing us to make a difference in this community. And we're not done. We love the beauty industry. We love this community. And
yes,
God's got something out there for us. And we're ready to explore what that is and continue making a difference in other people's lives. So thank you.
Yeah. Love you.
Thank you for all the comments.
Yes. Love you.